Dysautonomia is an umbrella term for a whole bunch of diseases that revolve around a failure of the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system has a sympathetic part and a parasympathetic part. It controls the involuntary functions of the body, like heart rate, blood pressure, digestion, dilation of the pupils, kidney function, and temperature control, just to name a few. Somebody with dysautonomia has trouble controlling these bodily functions. Various forms of dysautonomia have been around for quite a while. In the 19th century, doctors could not explain what was happening to these people, so they called it neurasthenia, also known as weak nervous system. It freaked people out because a person would suddenly become dizzy and faint, they would have weird pains and be constantly tired and weak for no apparent reason. Everybody, regardless of gender, race, or age, can get some form of dysautonomia. But in the 19th century, they only diagnosed women and put them on bed rest until they recovered or died. Today, scientists and doctors know a lot more about the human body, so certain types of doctors are able to correctly diagnose this. It is estimated that over 25 million people worldwide have some form of dysautonomia, and it can be caused by several different things. Some forms are genetic, some forms are triggered by viral illness, exposure to chemicals or toxins, trauma, especially to the head and chest. It can also be caused by underlying diseases like diabetes, multiple sclerosis, arthritis, celiac, Sjogren's syndrome, lupus, and Parkinson's. There are three main versions of dysautonomia. Postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome is one of those variations. This version impacts mostly younger women, and it is estimated that 1 in every 100 teenagers has it, and between 500,000 and 3 million Americans have it. It causes lightheadedness, fainting, tachycardia, chest pains, shortness of breath, upset stomach, shaking, exercise intolerance, and temperature sensitivity. Researchers also compare it to congestive heart failure. Neuro cardiogenic syncope is another version. This is the most common version of dysautonomia. Millions and millions of people worldwide have this. Most people only have a mild case of it and only get fainting spells once or twice in their lifetime. Some people have severe cases and faint multiple times a day. This can lead to some serious injuries, especially if they fall down the stairs or something. The third major type is multiple system atrophy. This version is fatal to people 40 and over. It is a neurodegenerative disorder that has some similarities to Parkinson's, except it works faster. People can become fully bedridden within 2 years of getting the disorder, and then die within 5 to 10 years. This version is extremely rare and only 350,000 people in the whole world have it. The basic symptoms that most forms of dysautonomia have are fast heart rate, changes in blood pressure, dizziness, migraines, stomach pain, fatigue, insomnia, forgetfulness, weakness, and anxiety, just to name a few. Cardiologists and cardiac electrophysiologists are the doctors that can most accurately diagnose the dysautonomia and treat it. It can be really easily misdiagnosed because each cause is different. First, the doctors need to figure out if the symptoms actually exist. Then they have to separate the secondary dysautonomias from the primary ones. Both secondary and primary can exist because of underlying diseases, but the primary ones can also be brought on by something else. Treatments are all individualized for each specific person, but in general, if the dysautonomia is caused by an underlying disease, treatment of that disease will make the dysautonomia better. It can also be treated by elevating their head in bed, having frequent small meals and a high-salt diet, 2 to 4 liters of fluids a day, and medication. There's also physical therapy and exercise therapy, and strength and conditioning to compensate for the malfunctioning autonomic nervous system, and then time and persistence and dedication on the part of the patient. It can get better in some cases, but it might take a while and it'll probably affect them the rest of their lives. This is a super unknown disease. Like, I didn't even know about it before, like, to the point of it wasn't even part of this original October project in the first place. Awareness is critical for the people who have it and for the researchers. The researchers are working on better treatment and hope that someday they'll be able to have a real cure. In the description below, there are links to donate and to learn more. There is so much to dysautonomia, I barely scratched the surface in this video, so check out those links, learn more. Go. Be free. Education. Hooray. Okay. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Woo!